Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Harry Kane fails to show up for pre-season training again, but will return this week. It said yesterday that Harry Kane failed to show up at Tottenham's training ground. Will Harry Kane leave Tottenham this summer? Tottenham have got no intentions of selling Harry Kane this summer, and they don't want to sell him to a Premier League side. Harry Kane has said his goodbyes to his Tottenham teammates and the staff at the club. Manchester United plan to make a move for Harry Kane next summer if he's to stay at Tottenham for now. It did say at one point that Man United were in pole position to sign Harry Kane. He said Tottenham wanted £100 million plus two of our players. Manchester City were preparing a £160 million bid. Pep Guardiola came out and said that the deal for Harry Kane is impossible. I think City are willing to offer £130 million. Chelsea have also been linked with Kane. Now, back in May, Kane handed in a transfer request at Tottenham. Towards the end of last season, was it back in April, Harry Kane came out and said that he wants to win team trophies. He hasn't been experiencing this at Tottenham. Harry Kane has remained loyal to Tottenham for a long time. He's been at Tottenham for 17 years. Risen up their academy, been in their senior squad since 2009. He's got a contract with Tottenham until 2024. Harry Kane is on £200,000 a week. Harry Kane did win the Golden Boot last season, but he is regarded as one of the best strikers in the world. We need a striker because after next season, Edinson Cavani is going to leave and Anthony Martial isn't good enough to represent the club. Kane's had loan spells before with Leyton Orient, Millwall, Norwich and Leicester. And we have done business with Tottenham before. We got Michael Carrick off them a lot of years ago. We also got Dimitar Berbatov off them a long time ago. Now, I want to give you some more news on Kieran Trippier. According to Sky Sports, Atletico Madrid want €40 million for Kieran Trippier. Fabrizio Romano recently said that the situation with Kieran Trippier is still quiet. Man United want to sort Diego Dalot's future out. But Trippier is pushing for a Man United move. Kieran Trippier expects any move to Man United to materialise towards the end of the window. Trippier arranged for his family to relocate back to Manchester. Man United already have a Kieran Trippier transfer agreement. We've already had 2 offers rejected for Trippier. Not so long ago, it said that Atletico Madrid won't sell Kieran Trippier to Man United. But just before that, Neil Custers from The Sun said that Manchester United were close to signing Kieran Trippier for £18 million. We went in for him back in the January transfer window, but we cooled our interest because Trippier got banned by FIFA for 8 weeks for breaching betting rules. But it would be beneficial if we could recommend him in, because Kieran Trippier is a right back and he would provide competition for Wan-Bissaka. He's highly experienced and he's proven in the Premier League. Atletico Madrid paid £20 million for Trippier, and his current contract at Atletico Madrid expires next year. Solskjaer's priority now is to get a midfielder in, and there's been quite a few midfielders on our agenda. Man United have got a chance of signing Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid. We recently got dealt a blow in our pursuit of Saul Niguez, because reports from Spain have said that Saul Niguez favours a move to Barcelona. Representatives of Saul Niguez were due to fly to the UK this week to hold talks with Manchester United and Liverpool. We have been told that £43 million will be enough. Man United and Liverpool are leading the race for him. Atletico Madrid want from between 35 million to 40 million for Saul Niguez. We've identified Saul Niguez as a potential replacement for Paul Pogba. Saul Niguez has a gentleman's agreement in place with Atletico Madrid. Saul Niguez has a £128 million release clause. Atletico Madrid know they're going to get nowhere near his release clause. He's got a contract with Atletico Madrid till 2026, because back in 2017 he signed a 9-year contract. And he's been at Atletico Madrid for a long time. He's endured 13 years with them, risen up their academy in that. And he's made over 200 appearances in La Liga. He can be deployed as a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder. Now, this morning I gave you the news on Rafael Varane from Real Madrid. Man United have been handed a Rafael Varane setback. The announcement of Rafael Varane may have to wait another week, because Varane is not yet in the country, and Varane is waiting for the visa to complete his move to Manchester United. Fabrizio Romano said last weekend that Rafael Varane was planning to fly to Manchester from Madrid this week, and Romano said that the medical and the deal will be done this week. Last Friday, Varane posted a goodbye message to Real Madrid. It got announced last Tuesday that Man United confirmed that they'd reached an agreement with Real Madrid to sign Rafael Varane. Both clubs agreed an initial fee of 34 million, rises up to 43 million with add-ons. Yeah, Varane has agreed a 4-year contract with Man United. There's an option of a further year. It actually said yesterday that his shirt number could have been announced. Varane will receive £250,000 a week at Man United. You know, he is our third signing of this summer transfer window. I reckon Man United are going to make at least one more signing in this summer transfer window. Not so long ago, Solskjaer did confirm more signings are coming. So reflecting on that, Man United are not yet finished in this summer transfer window. We do now have to sell to buy. Ed Woodward recently sent a transfer warning to Solskjaer, saying that, you know, he's got to ship some players out. To obviously buy more signings. Woodward has obviously stood by Solskjaer a lot. He's come out a lot of times and said, you know, he's going to back him, and when was enjoying them bad periods under Ollie, Woodward assured that Solskjaer's job was safe. I said to you, Woodward's been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. Woodward has had a 16-year association with Man United. Woodward is leaving Manchester United. Obviously, Woodward was accountable for how poor our recruitment was for such a long time, and in recent years we've overpaid for players. I think, you know, when Woodward came in, we basically put him into a position he shouldn't have been in. You know, he shouldn't have been the one making the footballing decisions in the first place. But it's good that Solskjaer is getting the backing he deserves in this summer transfer window, because he wasn't backed enough for such a long time. You know, the Glazers are backing Solskjaer. Like I said to you, the Glazers have been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. You know, a lot of United fans were demanding the Glazers out. There was a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season. Towards the end of last season, the Glazers were planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League. You know, Solskjaer did reveal that the Glazers apologised towards the end of last season. But the Glazers have put Man United in so much debt. They've been at the club for 16 years. They purchased the club for 500 million back in 2005. On June the 4th, which was earlier on this year, Joe Glazer attended a fans forum. His first attendance in 15, 16 years, and he promised Man United supporters that Solskjaer would get the financial backing. But Man United are enjoying a very good summer transfer window, you know, because Solskjaer is getting the players he wants to recommend in. We've made 3 signings so far in this summer transfer window. We brought Tom Eaton in on a free transfer from Aston Villa. We brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund, and we've also brought Varane in. We've spent almost £120 million so far in this summer transfer window. I am expecting some departures. I think there's a very, very good chance that Man United are going to loan Brandon Williams out to gain him more experience and to get him a lot more opportunities. Williams seldom plays for us, he's our third choice left back. Alex Telles, I think Man United should also offload him. Alex Telles has hardly played. He made, 23 appearances last season. He's enjoyed one season at the club. Telles has been subjected to transfer speculation recently. It said Inter Milan wanted him on loan. A few weeks ago, Sky in Italy said that Roma were in talks to sign Alex Telles as a replacement for the injured Leonardo Spinazzola. When we got Telles last year, I expected him to be our first choice left back immediately. You know, the reason we brought Telles in was to provide competition for Wan-Bissaka. Luke Shaw, sorry. Telles is set to miss the start of the season because he's got an ankle injury that he sustained in training the other week. We got Telles for 15.4 million. He's got a contract with Man United until 2024. Phil Jones, I think Man United have definitely got to offload him. Jones hasn't played for us since January. Phil Jones has always been inconsistent. You know, he doesn't get in R11. Jones is the only outfield player that's still with us from the Sir Alex Ferguson era. He's been a long-serving player at Man United. He's enjoyed 10 years at the club. We've agreed to let Axel Tuanzebe go out on loan. I think we want around 5 million to loan him out. I heard Newcastle are interested in him. Axel Tuanzebe has been playing in pre-season. The best game I recall him having at Man United was PSG, without a shadow of a doubt. I think Man United are going to offload Diego Dalot. You know, could we loan him out again for another season? You know, he was out on loan with AC Milan last season. Andres Pereira, Man United have got to offload him. I heard that he's interested in making a move to Turkish side Fenerbahce. Andres Pereira was out on loan with Lazio last season. Matic, I think Man United have also got to offload him because I've always had my strong reservations about Matic. You know, he's always been a static player. Analysing the vast majority of his games at Man United, he's been inconsistent. And he's aging up. Matic has been with us for a year now. We got him for 40 million from Chelsea back in 2017. Jesse Lingard, Man United have definitely got to offload him. Sky Sports said yesterday that West Ham think they've only got 10% chance of getting Jesse Lingard. Don't forget Jesse Lingard last season enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. I heard that Everton also want Lingard. I think we want around 30 million for Lingard. West Ham have been struggling to meet his asking price. Solskjaer did hint not so long ago that Lingard and Martial have a role to play for the new season. And after the 2-1 win against Derby, which was our first pre-season friendly game, Solskjaer said Lingard will be part of Man United for the new season. His current contract with us expires next year. We've also got to offload Anthony Martial. I think we've also got to offload Van der Beek. I think we should offload David De Gea, but I don't think we're going to. I think he's going to remain at Man United for the new season. So, there you go. By the way, just give you some news on Dean Henderson. According to Sky Sports, Dean Henderson will miss the club's training camp in Scotland this week because he's recovering from coronavirus. Probably will miss the start of the season as well. I think he's been feeling unwell as Dean Henderson for a couple of weeks now. Man United have played 3 pre-season friendly games so far. Obviously, we've won 1, we've lost 1, and we've drawn 1. We have conceded 7 goals in 3 pre-season friendly games, which you can say is a concern. We were supposed to be playing Preston in a pre-season friendly, but that game got called off due to the COVID. We do play Everton on Saturday at Old Trafford. That's our final pre-season friendly game. I'm going to be doing a preview for that game. But like I said, I'm not bothered about pre-season. It's just building fitness levels up and it's preparing for the new season. We do play Leeds in just under 2 weeks. That's our opening game of the Premier League season. But the new season is going to be massive for Solskjaer, and I think he is aware of that. Solskjaer has got big expectations to exceed for the new season. Solskjaer's ambition for the new season is to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago now. Obviously, United fans are very sceptical that we're going to win a title under Solskjaer or win anything under Solskjaer. Next season, though, Solskjaer has to win a trophy because he's not yet won a trophy as Manchester United manager. And we haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is nowhere near good enough to our standards. You know, the new season will be Solskjaer's 3rd full season as Manchester United manager because he's endured 2 full seasons at the moment. Solskjaer has been in charge of Manchester United now for almost 3 years. And reflecting now on his being at the club, he's gained some managerial experience and he's learnt quite a few different things on the job. But Ollie hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager, which is a concern. Last weekend, well, not weekend just gone, the weekend before, the one that's just gone, Solskjaer signed a new contract at the club until 2024. There's an option for further years. So yes, Solskjaer signed a new 3-year contract. A lot of United fans would have been unhappy with us giving him this new contract because he won't see out this new contract. You know, despite us signing Sancho and Varane and that, it doesn't change my perception on the manager. He isn't the long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. But I do think Solskjaer needs more time. He does deserve at least next season. I've criticised Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United, but I've obviously had my reasons behind it. But despite that, I still think he is our best manager since Ferguson. You know, Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin, and he knew he had a lot to do when he came in. I've got to say Solskjaer's done a pretty good job though, to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. Because he was inheriting a lot of the deadwood and he's still inheriting some of the deadwood now. I didn't expect Solskjaer to do as well as he has done, so in that aspect I am shocked. The reason Solskjaer is still Manchester United manager is because he's a club legend. That's what's basically saved his job. Disregarding being a club legend, I don't think he'd have been here now. Solskjaer has signed 13 players now at Manchester United, And I think in total, in the transfer windows he's endured, he's spent just over £400 million. Ollie's got rid of a lot of the dead wood since he's come in, which he knew he had to do. Ollie's got us to like semi-finals, got us to the Europa League final last season. That was his first major final as Man United manager. He got us to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup last season. You know, in Solskjaer's first full season got us a third place finish. In his second full season got us a second place finish. And Solskjaer's more or less given everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players. And more or less everybody has they're given their chance to express themselves. And I like the way Solskjaer develops the youth. So they are the things you've got to give him credit for. He is our fourth permanent manager since Ferguson. You know, because since Ferguson we sacked David Moyes after 10 months. We sacked Louis van Gaal after 2 years. We won the FA Cup under Van Gaal, and we sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years. He won the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield in his first season. He got us a second place finish in his first season. So you can say Mourinho did endure one good season at Man United. We have only won 4 trophies in the last 8 years. So that just indicates how inconsistent we have been since Ferguson. A lot of United fans predicted it was all going to go wrong when Ferguson retired. And like I've said before, no one's going to replicate what Ferguson did at the club. And no one would last as long as he did either. Alex Ferguson won 38 trophies, was it, or something like that, including 13 Premier League titles. So reflecting on that, Ferguson brought success to the club. Ferguson endured 26-year tenure at Man United, or was it 27 years? But Ferg didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, like, explore on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you for watching.